What is a habit? A habit is a settled or regular tendency we used to do in our daily lives. Have you ever wondered how a certain person achieved something? Have you ever wondered how an athlete achieved a golden medal? Have you ever wondered how a CEO managed to build his business into the top? I guess everyone is usually misconcepting the word success. And for me, success are those 1% daily changes that are rarely noticeable. And that's why people are really confused about the word success, because they complain about, oh, someone did it from one day to another. But are those 1% changes that make the absolute difference? Habits apply for absolutely everyone in the world, even you, Miss, who are in this talk, and also for my dad, who eats that piece of bread after each day of work. And as the Greek philosopher said, Aristotle, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. And in order to tell you about habits, I want to tell you how did I make habits, how did I knew what the word habit was. I'm a chess player. I've been gathered chess over a period of time, just say like 2 years ago or something. And I was scrolling through Instagram videos, and I say this ironically because Instagram videos are not that productive, and I guess everyone knows it. But a guy appeared into my feed and recommended this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. And as soon as I kept reading the book, I saw that I could change my life. And for my chess, also could improve thanks to all my habits, because it's going to improve in every aspect of my life. So I started changing my habits. I started eating well, because I used to have bad habits like eating junk food, and all of that I started changing it. I know it seems easy to talk about my habits without talking about how much did it cost me to introduce my habits. I'm going to give you 4 laws in order to write it down and complete them in order to succeed at your habits. But first, let's talk about a list. A list you must do in order to complete your habits. You're gonna take out a piece of paper and write down all those daily tasks or habits you're doing. For example, at 9 a.m. I take a shower. At 11 a.m. I watch Instagram. At 2 p.m. I take lunch. At 5 p.m. I go hang out with my friends. Once you recognize which habits and acts you're doing every day, you're gonna write down if it's positive or negative to you, and if it's completely adding to your self-development. Once you have the list, you're gonna know what habits are really, really important and what habits are completely destroying you. And now I want to talk about the 4 laws of habits that I think that it could help you improve. The first law and the first law and the third one I'm extracted from the book I already tell you. And the second and fourth law I'm extracted from my own experience that I've gathered over a period of time. So the first law is make it attractive. And in order to explain you this law, I want to tell you an example. Ronald Byrne was an university student from Dublin, Ireland, who he used to watch Netflix. He loved Netflix. His instant gratification of every day was to watch Netflix. But he set a goal, and his goal was get on his bicycle every day. But Netflix was too much for him. So what he did was connect his Netflix into his bicycle in order that if he slows down his bicycle, Netflix is gonna stop. I mean, it seems great, like just watching Netflix and getting on your bike, like you just get 2 things in one shot. And the thing is, you must wish your habit. You must want to do it so much that you already are gonna do it in just a period of time. And once you master it, and once you gather it over a period of time, you're gonna completely forget about that habit, or about that reward that you were supposed to have. And you're just gonna make your habit completely unconsciously that is gonna be automized. The second law I want to talk about is the keep it simple. As the name it says, keep it simple, dude. Like, I guess everyone here, including me, started that diet from one day to another, where those meals were too strict, that it was too difficult to apply, and like on day 4 or 5, you just completely leave it because it was too strict. Or that book, for example, that on day 1 you started reading 50 pages, 60 pages, but just like on day 3 you just completely resigned to it because it was too hard. In order to tell you this law, I want to also give you my example when on pandemic days I set a goal, and my goal was run every day. But I'm not gonna run 1 hour on the first day, like that's gonna be too strict for me. So what I did is, okay, I'm gonna run 3 minutes every day. But as each day passes, I'm gonna add 30 seconds. In order to me keep it simple. And it's not about making it into the brute force. You must take it into the long run. What it matters is the long run. And the third law I want to talk about is the 2-minute rule. This task consists on make all those habits or tasks that take you less than 2 minutes. For example, waking up of your bed takes you less than 2 minutes. And for me, those lazy Sundays, I couldn't get out of my bed because it was too difficult. Like, okay, this is Sunday, I'm not gonna wake up, I'm just gonna be on my cell phone. But then I realized that it's less than 2 minutes. Or for example, putting deodorant, just less than 2 minutes. But what about all those tasks that take you more than 2 minutes? For example, cooking, go to school, go to your job. The thing is, in order to hack your mind and understand that there could be a 2-minute version of that habit, you must encounter that 2-minute task, finding that really small version. For example, do you want to cook? Take out ingredients, less than 2 minutes. Do you want to do your homework? Take out your notebook, less than 2 minutes. In order to say to yourself, okay, I already did one part of the task. Why not completing all the part of the task? It seems very, very simple, but in order to make your habits, you must have a plan. You just cannot make it out of nowhere. Follow the plan, make your plan, and do it into the long run. And the fourth law I want to talk about, and it's a law that not many people notice because it's an unwritten law for me. It's something that it's hard to understand for them. And it's the result one. I want to tell you an example, obviously, for this one. And continuing with my chess journey, I've used to implement all those habits that I proposed. I already started doing the tasks, but there was something missing. And that something missing was results. Like, whenever I didn't have that result that I was waiting for, I go back with my bad old habits. Like, there was something no more to motivate me. And that obviously was a mistake, because I've used to limit my happiness in one goal, in one result. And my habits, my bad old habits, eating junk food, sleeping late, will come over and over again. So I realized that in order to keep my habits according with my results, I just need to fall in love with the process. Need to fall in love, be in a study of the game, of me, studying myself. Thanks to habits, 1 month ago, I just been National Under 18 Chess Championship. But the message is, no matter how much results you have, if it's bad or good, I'm just continue doing my habits. I just continue doing my habits until I find myself. No matter what results I have, just my identity build my habits, not my results. Thank you.